Hey folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. I guess I've been on for 8 seconds. But yes, it's a live interactive What's in the Box. If you happen to be watching this, it's Thursday morning or Thursday late morning or Thursday early afternoon. It is 11:47 a.m. We're here on the One Pro Wrestling and Sports Fan channel, formerly known as the Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. I've recently expanded. So we now have One Man in the Camera Films, which is my original films, and of course, One Mike Messier, which is my increasingly popular, but not popular enough, Mike's Instant Movie Reviews. I saw some good movies yesterday. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I thought was pretty good. I did a nice review on that. And also Sisu, very different films. Sisu is a World War II era violent kill the Nazis exciting movie. Those Nazis get killed a lot these days. So if you saw that movie, you can go to check out my review. But right now we're doing a What's in the Box. I'm not sure if this will be pro wrestling or sports oriented because I really just don't know what's in the box. As you may or may not know, I recently relocated my personal living accommodations. And so some of the packages I had ordered I did not open, and so that's what we're doing now. So these packages actually came with me from one wonderful location to another, and I've been saving this magic moment for all of you. If you do have a question or comment as we head towards another weekend, it's Thursday before noon, and people are already excited about the weekend, but why shouldn't they be? I think we all learned, or many of us did, during the pandemic era, if we can call it that life is short and everybody's working for the weekend, but why not make the weekend every day? Okay. This is very interesting packaging by this gentleman. As you can see, it's like a lot of tape. I don't want to show any addresses, but it's kind of like a hodgepodge of a box and tape. So it's not the easiest package to open, and I don't want to damage the insides. I guess a traditional envelope of sorts was not available from this New Jersey Belmoir. Okay, so I don't think I damaged what was inside. And I just popped out what's in the box. Actually, I haven't looked at the front. Do you mind? God. And so we have this. It's Uncle Tom's Cabin. It's the literary classic, Classics Illustrated. I was interested in this novel, and but I found on eBay that there was some interesting renditions of this. Of course, this is by Harriet Beecher Stowe. At the time, this sold for 15 cents. So this is not the exact novel. This is a graphic novel or a comic book at the time based on the legendary story, which actually, I believe Abraham Lincoln said that this book, or the original book, Uncle Tom's Cabin, led to the Civil War. I think he said something to Harriet Beecher Stowe. Aren't you the little lady that led to this big war? But the book, the novel, was the first time a lot of people realized the lack of humanity involved in the slave trade, the slave business. And so, she wrote this book, and this graphic novel, or this comic book, I should say, 15 cents. I got to find out what year this was. Oh, my goodness. May of 1965, folks. So this is some legendary stuff. Wow, I could just sit here and read. This is actually in very good shape for something that's from 1965. I'm looking forward to reading this and so forth. So good job for the gentleman from New Jersey. His packaging technique, and this is what always throws me with these comic book bags. You always get like this tape And I'm just going to take the tape off because that tape seems to do more harm than good. Because when you put your comic books back in their little baggies, that tape can kind of damage them. You know what I mean? If the tape is on the wrong side, it tends to screw up the comic. So now we've had our history. Guess what, folks? You're in for a double treat. You might be wondering, well, gee whiz, Mike, where's the pro wrestling and sports and all this madness? Well, you're getting a bonus round today. Some new subscribers have come on. They've seen my clips from NXT shows, AEW shows. I've got this YouTube video on in the background that I'm trying to pause, but it's not allowing me to. I've got all types of setups here, folks. The master motherboard control. This one should be interesting. This is from Berserker Comics LLC in Houston, Texas. Once again, glad I have a pair of scissors. Otherwise, I'd be here wrestling with these things all day and night. So we've got some interesting reading coming up. Do not bend. I like the fact that he's got a sticker. I might have to get some of those stickers like that myself. When I do some online eBay trading, I do like that. You got to tell these post office people how to do their job sometimes. You got to remind them not to bend things. It'd be funny if you had like a character in a movie, like the post office guy who loves to bend stuff. And so he gets hired to work for the post office, but he just loves to bend things. And so when he gets all these envelopes that read, please do not bend and do not fold, do not bend, he gets very agitated because it goes against his instincts to bend. All right, folks. So now we're doing a little scissor action, trying to get to the heart of the matter, like Don Henley. But I've been thinking about, okay, got a lead on this thing. USPS Media Mail. That's the thing with, I mean, does this bother you? The fact that USPS and UPS are really close. United States Postal Service, I believe it's versus United Parcel Service. It's a very close. Okay, folks. We're getting that waft of information. Very interesting. It looks like he's got a little thank you note. Very interesting. Oh, okay. I think I know what this is going to be. I've been actually looking forward to this. So this video, which is on the One Pro Wrestling and Sports Fan channel, probably would have been better served to be on my One Mike Messier channel, but you know, consider it a cross promotion. We're going to see what's in this box. You're going to see it before I do. Thor, when gods go mad, hilarious. Look at good old Thor with his mighty anvil or whatever it is, hammer. A nice personalized thank you note from this seller. Berserker Comics out of Houston, Texas. Once again, this video probably would have been better, more appropriately served on a One Man in a Camera Films, but perhaps this will inspire you all to go over there and subscribe. So we've got the Uncle Tom's Cabin. This from another seller. Now I'm getting swamped. Things are getting very exciting around here. I'm going to put those down. I just don't want them to get bent. But we have more to look at. Black Magic. Very exciting. Let's see here. Oh, okay, I'm actually didn't mean to do that. Opening the some of this. Sometimes when you I'm gonna have to buy myself a comic box, like a crate for comics, because I'm kind of getting into comic books again. I don't want to. This is a lot of work right here to take this tape off. Now I have to throw away the tape. Another errand has been added to my things to do list. I should have had a beverage near me for this because now my voice is getting a little scratchy, but I'm going to stick through it with you folks. I don't want you to turn your attention. So many entertainment choices these days. There's 57 channels and nothing on. Bruce Springsteen sang not too long ago, but these days there's always something on. Oh my goodness. This one's getting my attention. I think this might have been like a mystery bag or a grab bag type of thing. No, I'm here for an operation, not an execution. The most amazing accounts of the strangest stories ever told. This was sold for 20 cents. It was Judgment Day in the courts of sleep. Very, very exciting. It's interesting. There's so much content, as we say. You think about all the books. I guess I really was into this black magic thing. I just need some beverage, okay? Very exciting. Whether you're on Twitter, I am a nice guy on Twitter. My Facebook presence, I'm kind of angry a lot. I like to, what do the kids say, troll. I like to get into arguments on Facebook. It makes me feel very self-righteous and important that other people bend their will to acknowledge mine on Facebook. This looks hilarious. What does that read? A life reborn from the ashes of the strange old bird. This looks insane in a good way. DC Comics. Whatever happened to that Dark Horse Comics? That was the big thing for a while. This one looks really good too. So once again, this is on the, I mean, I hope I'm not losing your viewership, pro wrestling and sports fans, because this video would have been better served to be on One Mike Messier YouTube channel, which is not about sports or pro wrestling, but life just threw a curveball at us today, folks. I mean, now you're seeing the spontaneity, the variety. You thought you were just going to see AEW clips and pictures of Ty Conti, but you're seeing this instead. Ghostly Tales from the Haunted House. Is that a giant cat? Yeah, it is, actually. So very exciting, folks. I'm glad that I saved these. I wouldn't say for a rainy day. It's still a sunny day here in fabulous Florida. Oh, look at that. I actually do have a box that is dedicated to comics. Those will all fit right in. I need to create a time machine or a time warp where I can just kind of enter a portal and have about 3 years to catch up on everything, all the comics and books and DVDs I've bought. I need about 3 or 4 years. That's all. So if anyone has any leads on a time portal, of which I can create 3 or 4 free months or 3 years, actually, for myself to just sit there and then go through all my content and then come back out of the portal and not have missed a beat. Looks like someone's got a comment. Hi, very much. Hello, how are you doing? Hi, with triple I's. I don't know if you missed the unboxing, the unveiling, but you're more than welcome to, once this live broadcast ends, you're welcome to go back and rewatch it. If you have any other thoughts as we have this Thursday here together, you can state them now or not. But if you want to say what you're up to, please go ahead. I'll see if I have any other boxes we can reveal. In the meantime, I don't know. I guess not. I mean, but if you have any more thoughts or feelings, I do have some stuff here. This gentleman's been very successful lately. This Double J, he's been doing some good things with AEW and so forth. Hey, what's up, Carl? Good to see you here, buddy. Carl Cote, Carl from, I don't want to say from Chicago because he's not from Chicago, but Carl does exist. He's in Illinois, in a suburb of Chicago. Nice to see you there, Carl. And Carl and I have done some nice podcasts together, talking about the best horror films, the best. WrestleMania 22 was actually my favorite Carl video because Carl was there in person, weren't you, Carl? So let's see, we got the old Sandman here. These were actually a gift to me from subscriber Adam Demoy. So I've been looking through these recently, Adam, as I've been relocated. Thanks for asking, Carl. I will address this query. I'm pretty good, buddy. I mean, I wouldn't say overwhelmed. I just have a lot going on. I recently relocated. So just, I don't know if you've done that recently, Carl, but anytime you relocate, every time you move, you just have all these things you have to do. And sometimes it's like, for me at least, I just want to do a bunch of stuff at once. I don't necessarily want to sit there and plan out a strategy. But then you kind of get tired. And then there's new stuff that comes along in life. Like you can't just sit there and unpack your bags all day and night. You actually have to do things to progress. So then you get into these time crunches. So that's about it, buddy. So it's not the end of the world, and I'm happy to still have 2 feet underneath my legs and all that good stuff. But sometimes you do get a little overwhelmed. Take a look at this there, buddy. That's a old school Mike Messier lucky number 13. That's me from way back when. The franchise Shane Douglas, ECW. So we are getting some wrestling stuff in here. Rob Van Dam and Taz. I will be doing some things with these photos. That will be very exciting. There's an old school Mike Messier struggling with my hair even back then. Good guy, good kid, me, basically. That wasn't Little Guido, that was Chris Chetty and Little Guido with the Boston Crab and the Sandman. So Sandman throwing the ladder down on Balls Mahoney. I liked how the Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazines used to just refer to him as B. Mahoney, which I thought was kind of funny. Okay, fine, folks. Well, I think I'm going to call it a wrap. Like I said, Carl's got his own YouTube channel that you're welcome to subscribe to. He and I have done some nice podcasts together over here. For this new individual, Idkaye, I say hello. Interesting meme there. Oh yeah, buddy. This is the thing. This is why you're always going to break some omelets when you make some eggs. So Carl, I've been watching all these new movies. The Covenant, probably my favorite new film. The Artifice Girl by someone that I actually know. I just saw Dear God, It's Me, Margaret. God, are you there? It's me, Margaret. Long title. And Sisu, and also for some horror stuff. I've saw some horror films of late, but all those Mike's Instant Movie reviews are now on one Mike Messier. So if you put the number 1, and then Mike Messier in your YouTube search, you should find it. There's only about 10 subscribers there now because I just kind of branched this whole thing off a few weeks ago. I did not make a huge press conference announcement. Maybe I should have with a ticker tape parade and Hulk Hogan at Universal Studios. But if you look for one Mike Messier, you'll see that there's another new channel there, and it's got Mike's Instant Movie Reviews. Here we go, buddy. And for this channel, this will concentrate on the wrestling and the sports takes. I've been watching more UFC lately. I'm still trying to wrap my head around some of it because there's so much. It's like learning a new language. But that's about it, folks. So it's Thursday. You can go to your upper corner, your upper right corner, if you're on a computer or a phone or a tablet, and you can purchase one of my books, Fight or Play Basketball, Distance from Avalon. You can do all these wonderful things or not. That's why we have freedom in this country, at least today. Okay, folks, thanks for tuning in, and do everything I told you to do.